Coach Jones has been talking for several days about how good UCF's defense is. Give me a little scouting report on UCF's offense. What are you expecting to face on Saturday?
A lot of smash mouth football. They real big on their running game. They got three legit backs, like some of the top backs in the Conference USA. And I mean, they run hard when physical. They all in between the tackles. So it's gonna be a real hard smash mouth football game that's gonna take everybody's effort to play to the top, the best of their ability to come out with the win this weekend.
All right, they do have the three running backs. One of them's over 100 yards a game. Latavius Murray had a big game last week against Marshall. You expect to see them rotate all three, or will they get with one guy, figure out who's hot, and go with him?
I mean, each back, they have their own special skill, but it just depends whichever back is more successful in running the ball of their game. I think that's what they'll go with.
Last year you saw two quarterbacks. Jeff Godfrey was their starter, knock him out or drive him out of the game, whatever it was, and then brought in Blake Bortles. How different is their offense with Bortles running the show now?
With that, now you really have to play more pass when he's in the backfield. I mean, you did with Godfrey, but you also had to watch the run threat because he was a versatile player, so you also had to play his pass and run. But with that, with Blake in the backfield now, you can more play the pass than the run when he's at the ball in the backfield.
With Godfrey out wide at receiver and Bortles in there, not being quite as quick as Godfrey, can you attack more? Can you blitz more?
You can. You definitely can, but at the same time, you can't just overplay. I'm sure they scheming up something against us just like we doing against them. So you gotta play the percentages in your favor.
They played a couple of non-conference games just like you did against some big schools from other conferences. Missouri's in the Southeastern Conference, Ohio State obviously in the Big Ten. How much do you get by watching their out-of-conference games against some of these big national high-profile teams like that?
You can tell a lot from a team about how they play against big schools like that. I mean, you tell what kind of talent they have, how they play the game, if it's too big of a game for them, or it basically lets you know what to expect coming into the season. I mean, against us, we played 4 tough teams out of conference, so which some of them were good, some of them were not too good, but at the same time we felt they were the 4 best games we could have played to get us ready for the in-conference. So, I mean, it helps out a lot to know what kind of team we would be facing, so it helped.
Coach has talked about how much better you guys are now than you were at the beginning of the year. If you've looked at all the film with the coaches of UCF, how much different are they than the team that opened up in August? Is there a major difference in terms of how they're playing?
A lot more efficient. I mean, they're a team that really you have to beat them. They're not going to just come out and beat themselves, making stupid mistakes, stupid penalties, turn the ball up. You just got to go out there and play your best ball and come out to win.
Their running back, Latavius Murray, over 100 yards, 4 touchdowns this past week against Marshall. Give me a scouting report. What does he do well, or what does he look like when you see him on film?
He looks like a determined back who's determined to get to the promised land, which is the end zone. So you just gotta tackle. That's first and foremost. He's a hard runner. He's big. I mean, he got a good speed on him, so you can't overlook that. At any given play, he can take it to the house. So you got to make your keys reads, be in the right hole at the right time, fill the gaps, and wrap up.
They had a guy, Quincy McDuffie, ran back 2 kickoffs this week. 1 97 yards, 1 98 yards for touchdowns. What's the key to his ability on running beyond just pure speed?
His vision. I mean, you can tell when he runs, he sees where a player probably would be before he be there, so he know how to act and react off of what they do.
Have you guys, with the special teams, spent more time than usual working on kick coverage simply because of his effectiveness? Is he one of the more dangerous return guys you'll see this year?
Yes, definitely. We probably think he's probably one of the best in the nation right now. Because, I mean, what he does is not too many people can do. Obviously, he returned 2 in 1 game. How many people you know that done that in college football? So, I mean, we definitely emphasize running in your gaps, filling the holes, make sure your technique sound, don't stay on blocks, just vice, everything. We just emphasize it even more this week just because the big of a threat he poses as in kick return game.
Your defense is one of the most productive in the country when it comes to takeaways this year. Their running back Murray is on a streak of 280-something carries without a fumble. Do you sort of accept the fact that he's going to hang on to it and try to create takeaways elsewhere, or is there something you can dial up for a little extra effort to try to pry that ball out of his hands on Saturday?
We just come out and honestly we don't even think about it. We just let it come to us. First person go in, wrap up, squeeze. The second person come in, strip the ball. We get it out, we get it out. If not, just go on to the next play and hope to get a turnover then, or make a play to get our defense out the field, get our offense back the ball.
When you played them last year, UCF ran 80 plays, SMU ran 47. Is that a number that's got to flip or at least be a little closer together this year for you to get another win?
I wouldn't say that. All I'm going to say is whatever it takes for us to win the game, I'm all for it. If we have 10 plays and we come out with the win, then that's what it takes.